Hey guys, how's it going? Mega Years here. So I decided to give a brief rundown on Nathan Never. It is a dystopian sci-fi action horror suspense thriller French comic. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on in this book. And just in book one, we go from this guy, Nathan Never, who's supposedly a special agent, right? Working with, I think her name's Commissioner Karamaki or something like that. The way that it's spelled is different. It's not spelled the way you think it should be. But yeah, they're working together to investigate this murder that happened on this ship. And only one guy is left alive, who was supposedly the scientist on it. So as it goes on, you go throughout all the procedures that they go through, and it just gets stranger and stranger. It's kind of crazy because the book is in black and white, right? That's the first thing. And for some people, that might be a bit of a turn off. For me, it worked really well because this focuses on atmosphere. Yes, you get your Blade Runner aesthetic. Yes, you get a lot of smoke effects, which is crazy, which is pretty cool, because the whole time I was thinking about this, I was thinking about the scene in Blade Runner. I forget what her name is, but the love interest for Deckard, who's always smoking, and they do this weird smoke effect. That happens a lot in this book, and I was actually impressed, not gonna lie. But yeah, you get this, and you get world building at the same time. They don't spoon feed you all the details, but they give you enough to kind of figure out what's going on, which is cool. That's half the fun, is just picking apart every little detail and trying to make sense of it. And I did that a lot while reading this. I would actually stop where I was and go back and reread certain points in the book. Yeah, you can blitz through it, probably about 30 minutes, 45 minutes. But to really, I think, enjoy the book and to really kind of get all the tidbits, you're probably going to spend a bit more time. Nathan Never is an interesting protagonist because he's not just a standard brooding individual. You get moments in there where you're like, this guy's got more going on in the head. He's not just a brooding individual. He's not angry and mad at the world. He's actually a pretty chill, laid-back guy. He's got quite a bit of charisma. Is actually pretty witty too. He actually cracks some jokes in there, and I was like, oh, I wasn't expecting that. Kind of threw me off. But you can tell that the guy's damaged, and he's just sad. Like deep down, yeah, he kind of does his job and stuff, but you can tell that he's been through some stuff. And I can't wait to read book 2 to see if they go and develop that more. Unfortunately, I googled some of the stuff about the character and kind of got spoiled to certain tidbits. So if you want to go in this blind, just go ahead and get the first book. Don't try to read any summaries about it, or because you'll kind of spoil yourself. A lot of the twists and turns that go on in the book, I feel like if you Google it, you'll see them coming, and you won't enjoy as much, if that makes sense. But yeah, it's cool. You don't get any filler, and you don't get a book with no resolution. Once you get to the end of it, it wraps everything up, which was cool because I kind of gotten annoyed with books or comics that just go ahead and have a cliffhanger so you can keep on buying more and more issues, when they could have clearly wrapped everything up in like 2 issues. They stretch it out to 6, and that not only does it slow down everything, it just grates on your nerves, and you start picking apart all the flaws in the comic. You don't get this here, and it was refreshing to just kind of read something where the main character isn't overpowered. Nathan Never, yes, he's the main protagonist, but it's almost like he's going on about his daily routine, but he's in everybody else's life, if that makes sense. If you've seen Cowboy Bebop, you kind of know what I'm talking about, where you follow the main character, but he's just, kind of coasting through. He's kind of like, the outlaw, the stranger, coasting through, some western town, caught in the middle of everything. And that's kind of Nathan Never, and he helps when he can, and he's not. It's weird because I was expecting him to kind of be just a jerk, and he's not, despite his gruff exterior. I think that's one of the cool things, is that you kind of having your mindset, okay, this is the cliche, this is the commissioner, and she's gonna be, a total jerk to the main protagonist, and she's gonna be yelling, the kind of like, oh yeah, I'm gonna show y'all guys. She's not. Yes, she's, stern, and she's like, hey, this is what we need to do, but she's a cop doing her job. Nathan never think he's gonna be just mad at the world. He's not. It kind of takes the cliches that you expect and kind of throw them out the window, which is nice. Yeah, guys, I like this quite a bit. Let me know what y'all think. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next.